Today in the kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make this cinnamon roll cake, which was so freaking good that you're going to make it almost every week. We're going to start by adding all the wet ingredients you see on the screen to a mixer and let this mix up for about 30 seconds just till it's combined. And while the mixer's on low, we're going to add in all of our dry ingredients, which is also up on the screen. I like to mix this on a medium high speed for about 20 seconds, and that is it. Do not overmix your batter or the cake will be tough. To a 9x13, we're going to spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. This nonstick cooking spray does have flour in it, which I really like for baking. In another small bowl, we're going to add everything you see on the screen for the cinnamon roll mixture, and we're just going to mix that together until it's nice and gooey and clumpy. We're going to dollop it on top of the cake and then take a butter knife and marble it into the cake, which just means fancy little swirls. We're going to place this into a 350-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes until the cake is done in the middle. For the glaze mixture, you're going to add everything you see on the screen and just whisk that up till it's combined. I let the cake rest for about 10 minutes and then pour the glaze over the top. And then I like to eat this cake while it's still nice and warm with a cup of coffee or a cold glass of milk. I hope you enjoyed, and the full written recipe's up on my website.
So excited for this.
Put a stick of butter in a 9x13 and stick this in the oven. Set it for 350 until that butter's melted. While the oven is warming and the butter's melting, we're going to need 1 cup of flour, 4 teaspoons of floof powder, a cup of white sugar. Incorporate these dry ingredients. Then you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a cup of milk. Gotta love vanilla. I always kind of accidentally overdo it. Last but not least, a teaspoon of salt. Mix this up. It'll be a little watery. That's all right. Now I've got my hot pan with melted butter in it. I'm going to pour all this batter. Pour it right on top of the butter. Do not stir it in. Let that butter sit on the edges. So you can use pie filling. You can use fresh fruit. You can use really it's up to you. All those juices, just pour it right on top. This is like the world's easiest cobbler. And my gosh, it's the best one I've ever had. After you pour all that fruit on top, again, 15 to 20 ounces worth of fruit. You're just gonna stick that in the oven. Do not stir it. This is my husband's absolute favorite dessert. And he's got a big sweet tooth, but it couldn't be easier. You throw it in the oven, 40 minutes, 45 minutes till it's golden on top, and it is amazing. Serve with fresh whipped cream or ice cream, and that's it.
I'm not saying my brownies are the best. I'm just saying that's what I've been told. Let's make them. Start with 2 sticks of salted butter. Melt them in a saute pan. Once your butter is melted, turn down the heat, add sugar. Also like to add brown sugar. Once you add your sugars, whisk it all together. Once your sugars are combined, add chocolate. Mix it together. The chocolate will melt into the butter sugar mixture. Once the chocolate has melted, you can turn off your heat. You can finish the recipe on the stove top if your pan is big enough, or you can transfer it to a bowl. Add vegetable oil, add vanilla, add eggs. I like to scramble them before I add them to the batter. I whisk while I'm adding because the sugar mixture is still hot. You don't want the eggs to cook. Once you add the eggs, the mixture will look more combined. I like to use a sifter when I add my cocoa powder and flour. Now whisk it all together. Once combined, your batter is ready to bake. This will make a full-size pan, 8x8, 9x9, but I like to make minis, so I'm gonna make the mini. I'm using this mold. Let's get these in the oven. Now that the brownies have cooled, I can top them with my brownie icing. I put it in a sandwich baggie so it'll be easier for me to drizzle on. The icing is wet right now, but that's okay because I like the brownies to sit overnight anyway. I know it's hard, but if you wait overnight, they continue to set and then they're even more fudgy. Try to wait.